This is going to be how Google Classroom works on an Android device. I've already downloaded Google Classroom using the Google Play Store to my phone and opened it up. I'm using this on a Samsung S10 Galaxy phone, but it should look very similar on any Android device. So as soon as you open this up, we can see a list of all of the classrooms that you are already enrolled in. If I click this plus button right up here, I'm going to be allowed to enroll in another class. I'm just going to go ahead and enroll in my consumer education class that I teach. Just hit join right here. As soon as you have joined a class, it will open up that class in the Google Classroom. If I wanted to go back and see a list of all of my classes, I'm going to click on the hot dog menu, or the three lines. Click on classes right here. I can see a list of all of the classes that I have right here. I'm going to go back into that consumer education class. So if we look down here at the bottom, we can see this is going to be very similar to the tabs that you would normally see at the top of Google Classroom on your Chromebook. We have the stream. The stream is just recent notifications that your teacher wants you to be able to see. You have Classwork. Classwork is going to be all of the different assignments and materials that your teacher wants you to access. And then People is going to be all of your classmates and your teacher, so you can get access to their email from that People tab right there. Okay, so I'm going to head on over to the Classwork tab to open this up. Let's go ahead and open up an assignment here. So I'm going to just go ahead and open up this assignment. Now, this particular assignment has a Google Doc attached to it. When you open up an assignment, you kind of see right here, there's this Demo Student Consumer Ed Week 1 Reflection Form. If I open up that Google Doc right here on a phone, just right off the bat, it doesn't allow me to edit it. We can just kind of see what it looks like. If I click on this pencil right here, I have the ability to draw on the document, and I have a couple different ways that I can draw. Okay, I can also erase these different things if I want using the eraser tool. Now you'll notice that there is a text tool over here, but if I click that text tool, it's going to type really big. So there's not a great way to edit a Google Doc that is attached to an assignment on an Android device through Google Classroom. I'm going to go ahead and discard those changes. One really nice thing that you can do, though, is I can click on this Add Attachment button, and I can take a photo of something that I see. So I'll just go ahead and take a photo of my mouse, and I'll click OK. I can also, and that's going to go ahead and automatically attach that photo to this assignment. I can also click on Add Attachment. I can click on this Recorded Video. I can see a video of myself right here. If I hit that record button, I'm going to go ahead and record a video and then hit the stop button. Okay, and this is going to go ahead and add that photo, add the video to this assignment to be able to turn it in. So just like turning in any assignment using your Chromebook in Google Classroom, I can just hit that turn in button and hit turn in, and then my teacher would be able to grade it. I can also click down here to add a private comment to this assignment that only my teacher would be able to see. No one else would be able to see it. Private comments are just for your teacher. Okay, let's talk about some of the other things that we see up here. So if we take a look up at the top right up here, okay, you'll kind of notice we have a little video. Okay, that is the link to your Google Classroom's Google Meet. Okay, so if your class was going to meet virtually using Google Meet, you could access that Google Meet by clicking on that little camera, and it'll go ahead and open up the Google Meet link using the Google Meet app that's probably already installed on your phone. The next thing that we see, this is just going to be a to-do list of all of the different assignments that I have for this class. And then finally, the three dots allows us to filter, refresh, and then send feedback to Google. If I click on my hot dog menu over here, I have some other things. So if we take a look, I can head on down here, I can access settings, and these are going to be the settings for all of my classes. If I wanted to update my photo, I could do that right there. If I wanted to sync Google Classroom over cellular data, I can turn that on or I can turn that off. It's off by default, meaning that Google Classroom won't use any cell data. If I want to turn email notifications on and off, I can do that within the app. And if I wanted to turn off notifications for a specific class, I can click on this button and I can turn notifications on or off for a specific class. Finally, I can modify device notifications and I can either enable or disable notifications. These are things that are going to pop up on your phone. So if I wanted to do that, I could. And within here, I can say I want notifications, I want comments on posts, I want due date reminders, things like that. And you can select the specific reminders that you want to be popped up on your phone, or you can disable them altogether. Coming over here, I can see that I have a to-do list. So on the to-do list, we can see all of the classes, not just the class that I just joined, but all of my classes that have due dates, all of those assignments. We can see when those are due, so we can see that I have a number of assignments that are missing, a number of assignments here that don't have any due dates, and then if I continue to scroll down, I have assignments that are due today, due tomorrow, due Thursday, okay? I can also click on done up here and I can see a list of all of the assignments that I've marked done, and if my teacher has graded those, I can see the grade within here as well. Last thing is that I wanted to note is the calendar. So if you click on calendar, it's going to ask you to open up the calendar using your Google Calendar app. I'm not going to open this up because then you'd be able to see all of my different calendars. But every time a teacher creates an assignment with a due date, that automatically adds it to your Google Calendar, and you can access your Google Calendar right there to be able to see when assignments are due. Okay, this has been a brief introduction to the Google Classroom Android app. There are a few things that you can't do with it, like editing a Google Doc, but there are a few things that you can do it, like taking photos and videos that are a little bit more difficult to do on a Chromebook. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video. Let me know if you have any questions.